Israeli Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich has issued a stark ultimatum to the government, threatening to topple it if Gaza is not fully occupied. Smotrich, a far-right figure, slammed the Gaza ceasefire agreement as a surrender to Hamas and called it a grave mistake. Speaking on army radio, he insisted that Israel must launch a military operation to take control of the Gaza Strip, asserting that a temporary military government is the only way to defeat Hamas. Smotrich warned he would dismantle the government if it failed to pursue this course. Meanwhile, former US National Security Advisor Mike Waltz has backed Israel in the aftermath of the ceasefire for hostages deal. Waltz stated on CBS Face the Nation that Hamas would never be allowed to govern Gaza, emphasizing that any violation of the truce would prompt US support for Israel's actions to reclaim control. On a humanitarian note, relief efforts have begun in Gaza under the ceasefire. According to the United Nations, the first trucks carrying much-needed aid entered the territory moments after the truce took effect on Sunday morning. Nearly 200 trucks carrying essential supplies and fuel crossed through the 𝐾𝐚𝐰𝐬 and al-oga border crossings. TikTok has gone dark for US users after a law mandating its shutdown took effect. The platform, which boasts 170 million American users, vanished from app stores and stopped working for many users. TikTok cited President-elect Donald Trump's promise to provide a 90-day reprieve, hoping to resolve the issue once he takes office. The law passed by Congress and upheld by the Supreme Court faces TikTok to sever ties with its China-based parent or shut down. The shutdown has sparked a scramble for alternatives, with platforms like Rednote gaining traction. Meanwhile, Meta and Snap saw their stock prices rise in anticipation of users flocking to rivals. Concerns over national security are fueling the US government's stance, while the Chinese government has accused the US of unfairly targeting TikTok. Despite the uncertainties, some remain hopeful for TikTok's return under Trump's administration. The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government has deemed action against miscreants in Kurram district unavoidable after ongoing clashes stemming from decades-old land disputes claimed over 130 lives. A meeting chaired by KP officials decided to deploy security forces to support the civil administration, relocate over 1,000 families, and establish temporary camps. Affected areas have also faced road closures and severe shortages of essential goods. Separately, Ajirka has called for a JIT to investigate and punish militants undermining a recent peace agreement. The Foreign Office confirmed that 21 Pakistanis survived the Moroccan boat tragedy in which 44 others reportedly died. The boat carrying 65 Pakistani migrants capsized earlier this month between Mauritania and Morocco. Pakistani officials have mobilized relief efforts and pledged swift repatriation of survivors now sheltered in Dakhla. At the United Nations Security Council, Pakistan expressed hope that the Gaza ceasefire will lead to a comprehensive resolution, including a sovereign Palestinian state. Pakistan also urged Israel to withdraw from Lebanese and Syrian territories, allowing UN peacekeepers to operate freely. The statement followed a briefing on challenges faced by UN missions in the region.